So that is the cover. I'm not going to talk too much about it because I shouldn't be talking about it. This is John Paul's show here in a minute. The Transformers Dawn of the Predicus. We had 2 covers for this year. That cover is done. I'm going to butcher her name. Sarah. I'll let you butcher it. Yes. Thank you. So she did the cover for this year's general admission slash Primus slash dealer cover. And then anybody that got a Primus package got the cover that was done by Robbie Musso, and Jesse did the covers, or did the colors. So you got 2 covers, you know, and I think that cover is fantastic. I think the other one's fantastic. And let's go to the next slide. And now let's welcome John Paul Bowe. So you need to dial him up.
When does the downsizing happen? Like, is this pre-downsizing? Because you have Tigatron and Ares are running around, and they're clearly the same size as everybody else. Same with all the Predacons and Maximals, but they're also piloting the Axelon, which seems sized correctly to them, but it shouldn't be. I mean, so I'm just kind of curious how that happened.
No, that's a fair point. The downsizing takes place pretty much straight afterwards. So in the same way that all of their, I mean, obviously their bodies kind of end up looking fairly similar regardless of scale. But the downsizing takes place pretty much planet-wide and technology-wide. So in the same way, the Axelon is far too big, you know, for them when they shrink down. So will all their cities and their buildings and everything else. So obviously there's that 300-year gap. The process begins. I mean, the only person who sees directly downsize on those sense of scale is difficult. Is Megatron at the end. He's downsized as punishment. You probably get a sense in the script reading later that the reduction in size and the kind of more energy efficient forms are rolled out post-war. So yeah, there's kind of, in order to plan the story, I had to sort of figure out what happened in about 300 years, which means there's so much more that could fit in 22 pages. But yeah, it's a fair point. It does all roll out after the fact. Jackson would have been kind of shrunk down and made slightly more suitable for their purposes. Or there's just not a lot of room on the Axelon now, and a lot more room once they downsize. But yeah, maybe issue 2 will tell you. Thank you.
He's infected all of Quadrant Epsilon with the virus. The peacekeepers, the civilians, everyone is shutting down on contact with it.
That's 2/3 of the planet fallen, big convoy. And after this Shockeract and his Blentron horde, when will the madness end?
Almost 300 years of peace, gone in an instant.
Leo Convoy, what of the rumors that he's removing Transformer sparks and using the resulting empty robotic shells as metal to build a drone army?
That's confirmed. Unfortunately, the pack came across one of the facilities. It was too heavily protected and put it out of commission.
How do we stop him?
With this Megatron now being red and a dragon, he seems familiar. Doesn't he, Big Convoy?
Now that you mention it. Computer, pull up Soundbites files, circa the armistice.
Affirmative.
There. That last entry by Investigator. Hot Rod. Play that one.
Commencing.
Is this thing on? Hello?
Soundbite, hold still. Are you even recording? I miss Blaster. All right, whatever. This is the very last report into the events pre-armistice. At least the last one I'm going to do. You know who I am already from the thousands of other case files I've recorded before this one, but for the benefit of Prowl's regulations and guidelines, my name is Hot Rod. Designation, Autobot Field Commander. Yeah, I know I'm supposed to be a Maximal something now, but I've changed job titles a little too often. Like, I don't know what I was thinking when I started calling myself Rodimus Major during the late aughts.